Welcome back to another segment of Wednesday Walkthrough. And I got to tell you, I must be living right because I get to walk you through one of the most premier boats you've ever seen. It's a 27-foot Pathfinder. This boat has it all. Not only the creature comforts for a family, but the hardcore fishing, the offshore capabilities, inshore capabilities, nearshore capabilities, and above all, it is the premier tarpon fishing boat. If you'd like going into the pass and working the big fish, it has the high gunnels so you won't get pulled over, but yet low enough that you can still land and release your fish correctly. We're going to start off at the back of the boat with this big V8 425 Yamaha motor. It is an unbelievable match with this size of boat. Your RPMs and your speed are spot on with each other all the way through it. It couldn't find a better two things to marry together as this motor and this boat package. It has a full transom in the back if you would get into some bad swells and splashing, a nice boarding ladder for anybody overboard. And it has these really comfortable seats in the back here, which they can be folded up out of the way if you didn't want to use them as seats and you're doing the offshore thing, you could slam some bean bags in here. Now that's only part of it, and coming through this with the spacious rod holders, both front and back on the gunnels on both sides. But look at these live well systems, it's incredible. This one actually has the infuser bubbler and a live well as well, but also you can actually look through the windows and see how your bait's doing, as well as the bigger live well up here, which would be more of a release well if you're fishing with the white bait and so forth. It has a bubbler system, twin pumps. Look at the size of it, and you can see the condition of your bait through the windows too. And not to mention, just generally, if you throw a fish in there, it really looks cool. So it's really a nice design. One of the other features that is just really hard to believe about this boat is on the maintenance side, which a lot of us are more about the performance side. You can actually open this hatch up, fold it back. You have everything right there. There's all your live well pumps. There's all your ball valves for shutting the live wells off if you wanted to. In here is our fresh water tank for your freshwater wash down. Up in the front here, we actually have our blade motors for your power pulls and can reach all the way to the back of it, down to your bilge pump and everything. What a well thought out design that you could actually, if you had to, do any maintenance you needed to, not only on the water, but also yourself as well. Coming across the side, both of these, we have these very nice fish boxes, which are actually in the spacious room. I mean, I can see a nice long kingfish in there, maybe even a dorado or a dolphin down in the Keys. A lot of things with that, and if you have the slush in it, there's actually a switch on the side right here with a macerator that actually will get all that debris and stuff out of here. Moving forward to the boat, your actual power source we have is on the side over here, which is actually where you start and stop your day. You have your battery switches, which are very, very labeled well, easy to read, on and off, along with your parallel switch. So if you ever lose power in any of your batteries, you can do that and parallel all your batteries. So you always have a safety backup when you're on the water, either ways. Moving up front here to the console area. They've really made this very nice. If you wanted to make a long run, you can use this as sitting up higher. If you wanted to get a vantage point away from the glare in the water, you can fold the seat down and use it as a regular seat. Or once again, just sit behind it as a leaning post, which of course we have a tilt wheel, which comes accommodated with a jack plate, which is actually a blinker style jack plate. It means you do not have to take your hands off the wheel while you're actually using the jack plate in process. Now, being the boat of this stature, it is actually the Helmmaster wireless digital thing, which is our CL5 gauge. Once again, you have your trim and tilt, you have your RPMs, and it actually tells you what you're in, neutral, forward, reverse, and so forth. It's got your gas gauges up top. Then it actually, if you're one of the economy geeks, you can go through and see that, you know, how much gas you used, the economy you had, the flow rate, your water temperatures, oil temperatures, and your battery gauges. As opposed to going across, you can actually see hours on the motor. And as well as, if you're in heavy seas, you want to tighten up the steering, you can actually tighten up the steering on the fly. That's really a nice feature, especially if you get bad waves that are coming across you. Once again, slide back to our regular gauge. It's got a very nice panel, well labeled, easy to see. You have this, comes with a big hummingbird. There's enough space in here that you can put the best of the best if you wanted to go with 2 screens or one single large screen as this hummingbird. Come with these boats, they actually are equipped with a JL audio, which is a very nice Bluetooth equipped. It actually taps right into your system over there, so you can actually use the radio through your Garmin Hummingbird or whatever you would decide to put in your boat. Coming back to the binnacle, it actually has that. It's a very, very friendly usage of the thing. It looks kind of unusual. It's what we're used to, the standard binnacle, but with this new digital fly-by-wire, it is incredible the control you have with your propulsion in your boat. Coming across, you can lay out nice drink holders, and here is a real feature that you really won't find in a lot of boats that you would use in the back. This has a complete whole head area if you so desire. A lot of times it's just used as the porta potty type thing, but it actually gives you that a luxury of having that if somebody's in the water, or if you're out in the water and that emergency does arise, you can take care of it. Going on forward through the boat, as I was talking about the more rod holders on both sides, then we have a very, very large cooler area right here, which in having the fish boxes, you can actually use this for drinks and so forth. It's completely insulated, probably keeps the ice for quite a few days. Then coming to our forward floor and the hatch in the floor, this is actually for cast nets, as we have a few in here right now. You can see that it's a nice spacious area. At the end of the day, you can actually spray them off right in place, let the hatch open, let them dry completely out of the way. That way you're not tripping over your buckets and nets and so forth. And then coming up a little further, we have a nice little setup here, which is another fish box. It's completely insulated, or you can use it for a dry box. Once again, the versatility is incredible on these boats of everything that you could actually do on this boat. Coming across then is your main hatch that you'll have for all your other things. People like to stow all their stuff, extra towels, food, sandwiches, tater chips. You can put it all, even a small child. I got plenty of room for everything in there. It's absolutely fantastic. And of course you have your anchor locker up front. And as we go across that, we see our big Minn Kota right on the top there. That's a Ternova trolling motor, which has a spot lock. In actuality, a boat of this size, you can actually lock it in place and stay at the same location for as long as you want to fish that area without ever putting an anchor down. Coming back across, look, this one has a really nice design of a light bar, but what I'm really focused on is this hard top. You just don't, you can't appreciate one of these until you've actually had one, because instead of the old cloth type things, with the built-in ones, you actually have your speakers in it. You have a forward storage box, a rear storage box, which stays completely dry. They've actually manufactured it so your rods can actually go through the top of it, and it gives you a nice stable feel when any storms, rain, inclement weather comes up. It's a solid unit that really gives you the comfort as well as the sun protection. So all in all, if you have not seen one of these boats, you do need to come check them out. They're a fantastic boat offered at Ingman Marine. Thank you.